Big news this week, Super League.
Yo, don't even get me started with that, man.
We've got to speak about it. What's your thoughts
Don't.
on that then? Because it blew up on Sunday, didn't it? Sunday night, at midnight,
Yeah.
on some shitty Spanish channel. Florentino Perez came out and said, "This is the
Yeah,
plan,
some
isn't it?"
B-Tech channel, innit?
Yeah, at midnight
Like,
as well. So it's a bit like
yeah.
okay, but yeah, they said it finally happened, but obviously it's still in the water now anyway.
I don't
But
think
I
it's
think
dead
it's
in
gonna
the
come
water.
back again.
It's gonna come back
Yeah, I
again.
think it's gonna come back again.
Because
Give
did
it
you
like
watch what
a
he
year
said
or two,
on
it'll be back
Thursday?
again, I think.
Wednesday? Did you watch what he said on Wednesday? Did another
Um,
interview on Wednesday,
I've read the
and
report.
he
I don't. Yeah,
on Wednesday he done another interview, and basically he said that it's not over. So you see how the UK teams obviously jumped ship, and because the UK
yeah,
teams are obviously half of the whole thing, everyone's saying,
mm-hmm.
"Oh, it's dead and done." But apparently, these teams sign contracts.
Yeah. So it's all legal and stuff, isn't it? Because apparently,
There's legal,
the way they
so
worded
it's not a case where it's
everything,
over. They've just got to restructure it now.
I don't think it's ever actually gonna happen because it was Real Madrid and Barcelona. They're really desperate for it
They
because they
need the
got no
money.
money. They got
Mm,
big. They got big debts as well. It's a joke.
mm.
Obviously, they try to sweeten up the American owners on this side, which is sort of worked-ish. That makes sense.
Well,
But because
no,
they've run away
some of
now.
the owners, yeah, but some of the owners over here, especially the Glazers, they're in favor of that.
uh,
Do you know what I
they were
mean?
front running it. They were front
Yeah,
runners of it, and FSG as well, Liverpool side,
exactly.
which
So
is
they're
like
they're they're gonna be, and then Stan Kroenke, he's not exactly.
he doesn't give a shit, man.
He doesn't care. Do you know what I mean? Like
He doesn't care,
he'd
man.
probably take the money from it and then put it into the Rams, like
Yeah,
or put
yeah.
it into
That's what's
Nuggets or
planning
something. Do
stuff.
you know what I mean? That's what he would do. So, and then I was surprised that Man City were in it though.
Because the last one to get in, they were the ones who were not entirely sure. I think they were told different reasons to go in there because
Yeah,
no one really knew what they were talking about because they said 15 founded clubs, but you got 12, and then you want 20 teams, but you've only got 12 still. And City and Chelsea, the last ones to join, probably made you do anything for money anyway.
yeah.
But they were confused. That's why PSG said that because why would you join that type of shit anyway? Like,
PSG don't
I
need it
don't need it.
anyway. Do you know what I mean? And PSG
Same as
know
City.
City. Yeah, but
I
I
think
think City kind of had to join it, and I feel like they didn't know what they were getting themselves into because
same as
City
Chelsea. I
don't
think they
need the
just
money.
wanted the piece of the pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's more the
I
in
mean,
this country it's Liverpool, United, and Arsenal that were front
the
runners.
American
Tottenham,
owners as well.
obviously, yeah. Tottenham seen Daniel Levy will probably seen, oh, you know what, I can make some money here. He's a businessman at the end of the day.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's thinking my pockets, so he's gonna jump
Line
ship
up
on
the
that as
pockets,
well.
man.
But I feel like Man City were a bit like, don't know, and
Not too
then
sure what's going on.
yeah, they kind of got
I think
hoodwinked into it.
yeah, I think it's a fear of missing out because if it actually did
Mm.
work and you're earning, let's say, 2.5 billion a season, you want a
Yeah,
piece of the pie as well, don't you? So of course, money is money, though. It's a business at the end of the day. But I don't see how they thought that was actually going to go down well, though. That's the
it,
part
it
that
but
confuses
it
me.
could work. It could actually work if it
It's boring, though.
they would need to structure it in a way that is that there is going to be like still some sort of competition in it. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, yeah, they're gonna get how they were getting what like 400 million or something
Yeah,
just for signing on, and it's like 200 million a year from it, yeah. So that already there, that could go straight into transfers. So that means that the top six are only going to go further from seven and below because they're
yeah,
going to have an extra 200-300 million pounds to spend each year. So that's going to dead the game. Already in Spain, it's already a big gap.
dead. Yeah,
Already.
yeah, already.
Even in Italy, there's still quite a big gap between the front runners and that. So this
Mm.
country would hit this country worse. Now, I feel like if they were going to do it, the best way to do something like a Super League team or something like that, would be to kind of do it like an all-star. type of game, an all-star series. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So instead of having actual teams, like say like Arsenal versus Chelsea, you might create like a London team. You do like a City team. So you do like a London versus Manchester. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That way, people will get behind it because it's not their team and there's still competition.
I think we're missing out here is the players who want to play more games. So that's the thing. I mean, we're not thinking about them.
That's the thing. You could do it, yeah. You could do it like instead of doing it, if it's in a year, say there's only 6 teams. You could do it in a mini league. So each team faces each team 3 times. Yeah. And that would happen, say, you see when they have little breaks in the league, they tend to always get the breaks at the same time or in all the 5 leagues, yeah. So you do it and you play 2 games during them. And you do like,
actually, you know, I was just thinking just then, if you
they'd
did
make so much money
from
from
the Premier League, one team from like Serie A, one team from France, like the whole league though, like the best of the best. I mean, like if they did that, that'd probably be more interesting than just 20 teams every single year.
You could even do that as well. That's why if you did the same teams every single year, and it's not. I think they're going after the American model, like in the NFL,
franchise
NBA,
league,
franchise league. So no one gets you're guaranteed money every single year. But the difference is with the franchise league and the teams and that is that they have the draft system. So every year, no team is going to stay top consistently. Do you know what I mean? Every team, if they're smart with their picks, they have a chance in a few years to go to the finals, to win the Super Bowl, to win the Grand National. They have the chance to do it. Do you know what I mean? Win the finals. Whereas in football, if the game's not like that, so
you have a tier system as well, don't we?
Yeah, you got a tier system. Like so one team needs to be relegated.
For someone to come up.
Do you know what I mean?
For something, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't have that in this whole franchise thing that they're trying to do. So that's why I don't think it would materialize and it didn't work. But
still, they did that thing anyway, man. Ban them. I mean,
Woodward it's just greedy, but I feel.
Woodward is left. It was also.
Yeah, you might
something came out of it.
We need to get our owner to leave, man. I was watching something the other day.
Still with them.
Yeah, but the Glazers is
sketchy. They've been like that.
They're sketchy, innit? But exactly, at least with our owners, yeah, he tries not to act sketchy. Do you know what I mean? He tries to do it on a sneak it on a slide. Remember our owner, yeah, he came to a game. It's the first time he came to a game. Like this only a couple of years ago as well. And he he's been in Arsenal for like what 10 years now, 15 years, and he's only had full control of Arsenal for the last 3 years. Yeah, he came to a game not long after he bought like the remaining like 20% or something stupid like that he had to buy. Yeah, and he came to an Arsenal game and he didn't even know what team was Arsenal. Didn't even know what team was Arsenal. He said someone knew. What color are we? That's what he said. Like, come on, man.
Really?
Yes.
I can't do that, man. That's a bit too much, man.
It's ridiculous, man.
I can show up on your face and be like, I don't even know what team I bought though still, but yeah. Yeah, nah, that's dead. That shit.
It's pants. But at the same time,
I reckon though.
It's gonna happen eventually. It's just how is it gonna happen? How is it gonna happen? That's the thing.
I think apparently UEFA are gonna change up things till 2024 anyway, or starting 2024.
Yeah, but they already some of the players don't even like that because they're trying to add more games to it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than having a breakaway league though. And that being said, though, they've got to get some heavy fines and punishments. I think I'm happy for United to be relegated next season because they fucked it, innit? So
I don't think they will do that because if they relegate these teams, when these teams can't afford it, the COVID's obviously crippled the teams. There's no point finding the teams. It's not going to do anything good for them. You can't relegate these teams because you need them. Remember, these
to be in the league
you need them to be in the league, and you need them to be in Champions League. You even need them in Champions League. No one's going to go to a final in Champions League if it's
Sheffield United,
Slavia
Ipswich.
Prague and Huddersfield. Do you know what I mean? No one's going to that.
Those teams, by the way.
No offense to those teams in it and them fans, sorry, but if I get dragged, but no one's going to that. Do you know what I mean? It's just not happening.
Yeah, no.
Whereas
I think
if it's a Real Madrid and an AC Milan, yo, I'm going to that. Like,
I think there'd probably be like transfer bans, maybe.
you could do that, I
What else would
suppose.
you do there?
That'd be the best
It's
thing,
not
I
really
think.
danger, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Transfer
Or
ban
like
for a
like
year.
100 grand fine, or like $1 million. A
Maybe
bit
like
of
a
money
million.
though. They can afford a couple million.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. But well, we'll see. Because this week has just been. Well, I didn't even know it happened because I was coming back from work, so I just literally sat down, opened my phone, I was like, oh shit, just like that. But I think already it's only taken it only took one day, and then obviously the fans in this country hated it. I think there's people going to go to Emirates actually apparently too. So
They're there now.
track
They went there earlier. Yeah, they went there earlier.
Yeah, they're doing
And they were what? Was that you went all blurry?
Well, kicking what?
I said you went all blurry. Like it lagged, so I didn't understand what you said. Yeah, it lagged.
I was saying they doing it right now.
Yeah.
Did you not go? Why did you not go?
What am I going for? Have you not heard of this thing called Corona?
It's people forgot you're still going around, isn't it?
Stay in my yard, bro.
Yeah.